Today on Good Morning Maine, we'll hear why the city of Augusta has joined a lawsuit against a company that makes police equipment.
Plus, Bangor firefighters say a recent bump in pay doesn't go far enough.
And a special fundraiser is underway to help an Ellsworth family care for a little boy who's battling brain cancer. Good morning and welcome to Good Morning Maine. I'm Emma Smith.
And I'm Craig Colson. Thank you for joining us on this Wednesday morning. We'll have those stories and a lot more coming up. But first, a check of our forecast. It looks like a rather cloudy day ahead today. Some people may even see a few raindrops too.
Kind of a spooky October day.
Yeah.
Here's Devin Biggs with that forecast.
Alrighty, thank you very much. Happy Wednesday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Comfort Shoes. Need the proper fit or experiencing foot pain? Visit us across from Irving and Newport. Alrighty, let's get into things this morning. Some areas of dense fog developing in a few spots this morning. Just north of Washington County, there's a little bit going on there. Near parts of Rockland, there's some fog developing as well. So if you encounter some fog this morning, don't be surprised. It will be dissipating as the morning progresses on. Radar and satellite looking rather quiet out there. Just a few clouds passing through. Otherwise, a lot of the rain has cleared out for the time being, though, that we saw recently. But we will be watching for chances for more showers on the way later on today and tonight, and also into tomorrow as well. We zoom things out as more waves off toward the west, as showers moving in from the west, going toward the east, getting caught up with this area low pressure now, which is starting to move off towards the east very slowly. So it will give us more chances for rain coming up over the next few days. So futurecast moving forward, a few showers possible today. Most of us will stay dry with more showers on the way later on tonight. Perhaps some areas of dense fog yet again. And we'll be watching for more clouds and maybe a few showers again throughout the day for your Thursday. As for the wind, roughly out of the south at around 5 miles per hour or so, maybe getting up to 10 miles per hour in a few spots, but nothing too ridiculous going on with the wind anytime soon. Even Thursday, we're looking pretty good. So your forecast for today, lower 60s, mostly cloudy, some showers out there, and that south wind at around 5 miles per hour. Your hourly forecast for the rest of the morning and afternoon period, increasing clouds, a chance for a few showers, temperatures in the 50s and 60s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up.
A former correctional facilities officer was in court yesterday morning to answer to charges in what authorities describe as a long-standing kickback scheme. Gerald Merrill was charged with theft and bribery in official and political matters on July 24th. He was the deputy superintendent of the Mountain View Correctional Facility in Charleston and the Down East Correctional Facility in Machiasport when the alleged crimes occurred. Detectives from the Maine Attorney General's office say Merrill allegedly engaged in a scheme, using state funds to purchase products from certain vendors in exchange for illegal kickbacks. An investigation was launched when the state auditor's office noticed an irregular volume of funds being spent on credit cards under Merrill's control. Merrill pleaded not guilty to the charges and is out on bail.
Meanwhile, a woman killed when a mast snapped and toppled onto the deck of an historic sailing vessel that carries tourists off the coast has now been identified. According to the Associated Press, 40-year-old Dr. Emily Mecklenburg of Rockland was pronounced dead Monday after she was evacuated from the stricken vessel Grace Bailey by the Coast Guard. 3 others who were injured were taken to Penn Bay Medical Center in Rockport, where Mecklenburg worked. The Coast Guard is investigating why the schooner's main mast snapped in conditions that were not windy. The schooner was about 1 mile east of Rockland Harbor at the time. There's no timeline for when the investigation, which could take weeks or months, or when it will actually be completed.
Authorities have also identified the victims of a deadly crash in Albion. One person was killed Friday afternoon when a pickup truck collided with a van at the intersection of Unity and Belfast roads. According to the Kennebec County Sheriff's Department, 46-year-old Mandy Thibodeau of Dixfield was airlifted to Eastern Maine Medical Center. Her passenger, 38-year-old Candy Carrier of Rumford, was also rushed to the hospital where she passed away. 51-year-old Stephen Bard is facing charges as a result of the crash. Police say he walked away from the accident and is now facing charges including operating under the influence, resulting in death, and driving with a suspended license.
The town of Prospect is looking for ways to move forward after several areas were impacted by the recent stormy weather. The Hawes Bridge Road saw some of the worst damage after the Westcott Bridge in Prospect was completely washed out. According to Prospect Select Board members, the Select Board, prior to the storm, the town was already working towards applying for grant money to replace the bridge after another previous storm caused similar damage. Now the damage from the recent storm has set them back again, creating what the board described as an emergent situation for residents.
course, we get 5 inches of rain within 5 or 6 hours. It made quite a mess and just overburdening the culverts and just washed out our roads. And
you could hear it from inside. It sounded like a waterfall, and obviously you can see where the water was coming down and across. There was about 1.5 feet, 2 feet of water coming over the road. Yeah, we got hit hard.
Unable to comment on camera, but say they will be working closely with the Waldo County Emergency Management Agency and others to resolve the sudden loss of the Westcott Bridge. It's unclear how long it will take to get all the roadways fully functional once again.
One Maine city is suing a major manufacturer of certain police equipment over what they say are unfair market practices.
Our Corey Bouchard has the story.
The city of Augusta has become the second municipality to file a class action lawsuit against Axon, makers of police body-worn cameras and tasers, claiming they have a monopoly on the industry.
At the end of the day, it's something that if nothing comes out of it, that's fine, but at least we've done what we can to be fiscally responsible and to our taxpayers.
Augusta Police Chief Jared Mills is talking about Augusta v. Axon, a class action lawsuit filed in New Jersey federal court last Wednesday.
And basically, our issue has been in the past that we've looked to save money to our taxpayers by going with another product. But because of basically the relationship Axon has with this product and it being the only game in town, that's really all we could go with.
According to court documents, quote, this case concerns Axon's scheme to unlawfully obtain and maintain its monopolies in 2 highly lucrative law enforcement and self-defense markets, long-range conducted energy weapons, CEWs, which are commonly known by Axon's brand name Taser, and body-worn cameras, BWC systems, end quote. It goes on to say that tactics such as bundling and excessively long supply contracts have prevented new entrants from challenging Axon for market share and have led to higher prices than there would have been in uncompetitive markets. Chief Mills says his department has been using Axon's tasers for many years and is a valuable tool to his officers.
So it's not that we're unhappy with the product. We're just looking to make sure we're able to get this at the most fiscally responsible price that we can.
We reached out to Axon, who declined a request for interview, but instead provided this statement, quote, in regard to the direct complaint from Maine, the plaintiff's bar is little late to the party and far off base about Axon's acquisition with VView. To read the full complaint by Augusta and the full response from Axon, you can visit our website at foxbangor.com. In Augusta, I'm Corey Bouchard for ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
Election Day is on November 7th this year, and absentee ballots are now available at most municipal offices. Mainers will have a chance to vote on 8 statewide referendum questions. Any voter can choose to vote absentee in Maine, and you don't need a reason why.
All you need to do is go to your local office and vote in the presence of the clerk until November 2nd. And if you want an absentee ballot but don't want to vote in person, you can request a ballot online. It will need to be returned no later than 7 days prior to Election Day. In other news now, the city of Bangor recently approved a pay increase for its firefighters, but members of the department we spoke to at least, say it's not enough.
Our Matthew Jaroncic has more.
Nearly 2 months after the Bangor City Council denied the Bangor Firefighter Union's request for American Rescue Plan Act funding, the two sides have reached a bridge agreement.
We looked within the existing budget that was already approved for the fire department and determined how and where we might be able to make some wage adjustments within our current budget parameters.
The agreement will increase the minimum wage for an entry-level firefighter from $19.64 to $21.37, a $1.73 bump in pay. The maximum hourly wage will increase from $24.88 to $26.06, a $1.18 increase. Despite the increase in pay, Bangor Professional Firefighters Association's president Jared Willey says this is not enough. In a statement from Willey, he says, quote, the membership is torn about the raise. We need at least 30% increase, additional staffing, more ambulances to lower the call volume, impact on members, better health care, better retiree benefits, and an aggressive recruitment model, end quote. Bangor firefighter and paramedic Brian Cochran says he feels like the city is not supporting the fire department. The decade-long firefighter says what the city is doing is, quote, moral injury and deliberate occupational betrayal, end quote. He goes on to say the city had the opportunity to show good faith, but has failed to do so. For now, City Manager Debbie Laurie says this is the city's final course of action on the matter until contract negotiations begin next year.
We'll go into the collective bargaining agreement as is required and as outlined by law. In the interim, I would suggest that we'll work with the management to make sure that if there are other things that we could do to help increase morale, that we're always happy to have those conversations.
In Bangor, Matthew Juronsik, ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
We'll be hearing more about that ongoing struggle between the city and the firefighters. Meanwhile, we also want to let you know residents of Bradford voted in favor of a moratorium last night. As you may recall, there's a local developer by the name of Michael Toller. He bought a bunch of land out in Bradford, thinking it would be a great place to set up some kind of a commune, a facility where some of the people that don't have a home right now can go to live, maybe build some tiny homes out there. I think part of the problem is he really doesn't have a plan at this point, exactly what he wants to do. So the folks there in Bradford say, wait a second, we need a little more time. They voted in favor of the moratorium, which will give them more time to consider the issue, maybe a chance for Mr. Toller to come up with a better plan and submit it.
I know there was a lot of pushback from some of the residents at the town meeting that talked about that, but
and they don't know, some people aren't sure if they want to be the community where all the homeless people go to live, for whatever reason.
It's an issue. I mean, it highlights the differences between places like Bradford and Bangor. So, it'll be interesting to watch and see how it goes.
Good thing about being in a Bangor or a Portland or one of those service centers is you can get the services you need there. If you're living out in the rural community, it might be a little harder for them to get to town. I think basic things like medical care and food. And stuff like that.
Absolutely.
We could talk about this one all day long.
Absolutely. The whole Good Morning Maine could be a discussion on this. Okay, the time now is 8:12. And coming up next on Good Morning Maine, members of an Ellsworth family are receiving help as a little boy with brain cancer battles the tumor. We'll tell you how you can join the effort.
But first, another look at that weather forecast. A mostly cloudy day today with a chance of passing showers. The highs will be near 60 degrees. Mostly cloudy with showers tonight, lows dropping down to the mid-40s. Tomorrow, much like today, more mostly cloudy skies with showers with a high near 61.
Comfy, cozy, relaxing. Not Joe. Joe's Furniture. Joe's Furniture Warehouse in Newport is the place to find rockers, recliners, sofas, and easy chairs. Quality furniture, affordable prices. Not your average Joe. Joe's Furniture Warehouse, Grogan Avenue in Newport.
From the land to the sea, Chase's Family Restaurant is the place to be.
Are you looking for a place to unwind after a long day?
Then come check out our Hideaway Lounge.
With a bar that's both upbeat and laid back. And it's the perfect atmosphere for anyone who wants to unwind after work.
Or kick it up for the weekend with daily drink specials and a full dinner menu.
You can fill up on a good time any night of the week.
Thank you for being a part of our family.
Here at Chase's Family Restaurant.
It's another exciting year of high school football in the state of Maine. Get out and support your home team and be looking for the ABC7 Sports Blitz crew. You can get a free Sports Blitz t-shirt, then watch Sports Blitz during ABC7 News at 11 every Friday night during the football season. Blitz shirts courtesy of Maple Lane Farms, Engstrom's Auto Service, Foxcroft Academy, Loyalty Inc., McCusick Petroleum, Riverside Grill, Rowell's Garage and Car Wash, and Whitney's Variety.
Durable, sturdy, stylish. Not Joe. Joe's Furniture. Joe's Furniture Warehouse in Newport is the place to find solid wood, built to last, made in Maine dressers, bureaus, and nightstands. Not your average Joe. Joe's Furniture Warehouse, Grogan Avenue in Newport.
2 steak and egg, 2 chicken and waffle. How long?
2 minutes, 3 minutes.
It's like a car auction.
A fiery brunch challenge.
I want to win, right?
Which team goes down in flames?
Leave it, I'm done. Get out.
All new Hell's Kitchen. Then,
here we go.
You're gonna lava this challenge, complete with a Lego. Masters first.
Wow!
It's never happened before.
All new Lego Masters after an all new Hell's Kitchen, Thursday on Fox.
Welcome back, everyone. A tabletop exercise was run by Hancock County Emergency Management Agency with the island's first responders on Deer Isle on September 26th. In it, a computer-based test simulated a fatal truck accident at the top of the Deer Isle Sedgwick Bridge, making the bridge unsafe to drive on. And of course, the purpose was to test how such an incident would affect first responders in the area. With the results of that test ready to be unveiled to the public, a town meeting was called to share their findings with island residents. And according to Stonington's economic and community developer, the short-term ramifications of this scenario can be handled by first responders. In the long term, however, with the island being home to Maine's largest landings for lobster ports and second largest island on Maine's coast, an unusable bridge could drastically impact the economy of the entire island.
The long-term response to that is that the Maine Department of Transportation did not have a plan for how, in the event of a catastrophe for the bridge, what do we do? Is there a ferry? No. Is there a plan for how a bridge would be replaced? Or no, there is none of that in place.
About the future of the bridge began 18 months ago when it was clear that climate change was fueling stronger storms. Those storms led to visible impacts on that 84-year-old bridge.
There's a new factor here. There's a new variable. People need to pay attention to that. And there's actually new funding available, too, coincidentally with that, because there is funding to create climate-sustainable infrastructure.
Well, the funding in question is federal funding that would have to go through the Maine DOT first. Moving forward, island community leaders and residents who attended the town meeting are planning to write letters to government officials about how crucial the bridge is, but at the same time how random bridge closures, plowing challenges, and other issues with the bridge conflict with their personal lives. Really is the lifeline to the mainland for a lot of them.
Yep.
Good news is if they have an accident on the bridge, they feel they can still respond and do things, but in the long term, they need to come up with a solution. One of the things they're talking about is replacing the bridge eventually, but as you know, that'll be quite costly.
Right, and heartbreaking too for a lot of folks. That's an iconic,
really
historic figure in the community.
Been there since 1939.
Crazy.
Drive across it in a storm, though.
Yeah.
It'll wake you up.
Oh, it's
the
narrow.
thing's just swaying too.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Okay. Well, Adrien Mendes has always been a happy-go-lucky child, even as he deals with challenges that no child or family should ever have to face. But it's the reality that his family has been forced to confront. I got the chance to have a Zoom call with them to try to understand what they've been going through. In August, 5-year-old Adrien was diagnosed with an inoperable, aggressive brain cancer in Bangor. But because we can't treat things like that here, Adrien and his family have been at the Boston Children's Hospital ever since.
He's just, like I always say, he's a love bug. And that all changed last February of this year when Adrien had a seizure. And that first seizure that Adrien had, we started noticing slight changes in him.
Adrien had dealt with developmental disabilities before this diagnosis, being diagnosed with autism as a baby. But the rapid changes to his health this year In August, 5-year-old Adrien was diagnosed with an inoperable, aggressive brain cancer in Bangor. But because we can't treat things like that here, Adrien and his family have been at the Boston Children's Hospital ever since.
He's just, like I always say, he's a love bug. And that all changed last February of this year when Adrien had a seizure. And that first seizure that Adrien had, we started noticing slight changes in him.
Adrien had dealt with developmental disabilities before this diagnosis, being diagnosed with autism as a baby. But the rapid changes to his health this year were hard for his parents to ignore.
After all of this started happening, he started losing his balance a lot. His face dropped, his smile wasn't there, which is, for me personally, it's been very tough. I know for Mom too.
Adrien's form of cancer is inoperable, but still treatable, and radiation treatment benefits his quality of life.
Radiation, they said that the only thing it does for him is, besides shrinking the tumor, is make him feel better. and try to extend Adrien's life.
During all of this, his family has been unable to work as they care for him at the hospital. Ellsworth Nonprofit, Special Children's Friends, who helped the Mendes family work through Adrien's developmental disabilities before the cancer diagnosis, has set up a GoFundMe to try and help. In the meantime, they are just praying for a miracle. To donate through the GoFundMe page, head to foxbangor.com.
What a beautiful little boy.
Yeah, he's such a sweetheart. I spoke to Adrien's mom yesterday, and she said he is feeling better yesterday thanks to treatments, but there's a long way to go, and they can definitely use the help.
Yeah, it's so expensive just traveling back and forth to the hospital, having to stay down there.
Oh, they've had to stay since August.
Yeah, boy.
Which, like as I said, the first signs of it were in February. But yes, like I said, go to foxbangor.com to find that article. The link to the GoFundMe is right within that article.
Yeah, imagine any amount will help too. It all adds up.
Absolutely. All right, the time now is 8:21.
After the break, the Easter Maine Woodturners is a group of hobby artists who are inviting folks new to the craft to learn the ways of wood turning at an upcoming event. We'll have that story and more as Good Morning Maine continues.
Now what? You say it when it feels like you're starting too late. At Prudential, we think you should ask it when you realize it's not too late to start. Like when your new passion is now your life passion, ask now what? Here's what. You come to Prudential and help ensure your retirement has income that lasts a lifetime. Who's your rock? Talk to an advisor and build a more secure retirement today.
Fear, pain, and anxiety are all feelings associated with dental treatments, but it doesn't have to be that way. Dental lasers offer a way to remove tooth decay without using the dental drill. In fact, we do most dental fillings here at Twin City Dental without numbing, so no needle. And for treatments like root canals or having many teeth extracted, we also provide IV sedation. So call Twin City Dental for your next dentist appointment.
Family owned and operating in the Bangor area for more than 10 years. Crosby's Welding is here to help you. We specialize in steel, stainless steel, and aluminum welding and fabrication. We serve many of the local industries from Maine lobstermen to the commercial trucking industry and everything in between. Fully mobile on-site construction services right down to custom signs and fire pits. Fast, friendly, reliable service. Give us a call today for a free estimate, 974-7815.
It's another exciting year of high school football in the state of Maine. Get out and support your home team and be looking for the ABC7 Sports Blitz crew. You can get a free Sports Blitz t-shirt, then watch Sports Blitz during ABC7 News at 11 every Friday night during the football season. Blitz shirts courtesy of
Carroll Drugstore, Coastal Auto Parts, Edgewater Motel and Cottages, First National Bank, Howard Insurance, Ray Plumbing and Heating, River Road RV Repair, and Two Old Goats Antiquities and Artisans.
Welcome back, everyone. The Powerball jackpot continues to climb after there were no big winners in Monday night's drawing. However, one Mainer did win a $2 million prize for matching 5 numbers with Power Play on Saturday. The winning ticket was purchased at the Handy Stop Neighborhood Market and Takeout in Howland.
I got a text first thing this morning from our lottery sales and congratulating us on the winning ticket. And I thought she was punking me, but in actuality she wasn't. So we're pretty excited to have a local winner here in the state of Maine, and then really happy that it's Howland, Maine. So.
To Powerball, the jackpot has risen once again to $1.73 billion. That is the second largest prize in the game's history. The chance of winning the grand prize of roughly 1 in 300 million. Not too bad, Emma. Next drawing is scheduled for tonight at 11 p.m. So a lot of people, I bet, will be buying their tickets today.
Not too shabby.
Hopefully you win. It's nice to see they have a new millionaire there in the town of Howland.
Yeah. Cool. I like to see it on a Power Play too, because I'd be too nervous to pick my own numbers.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, the time now is 8:24.
Let's get a full look at our weather forecast.
Alrighty, thank you very much. Happy Wednesday. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Comfort Shoes. Need the proper fit or experiencing foot pain? Visit us across from Irving and Newport. Alrighty, some areas of dense fog developing after this morning. It's going to hit and miss in some spots, so we can see where you have a little bit of some white showing up here, and also near parts of the Rockland area as well. Some areas of dense fog reducing a little bit of visibility this morning. We'll wait for things to improve as we do move forward, though, so we'll be okay. Just keep an eye on that this morning as you do travel. The radar and satellites, not too bad either. We have some clouds developing out there, maybe a few showers outside of the country. We will have chances for a few showers today, courtesy of that same area of low pressure we've been watching over the past few days, and here it is right about in here. It's going to be slowly tracking off towards the east now, and this will give us chances for showers over the next few days. Yet again, nothing too ridiculous. There will be dry hours as well, but we'll be watching for this as we do move forward, along with more active weather too across some parts of the country. So that, again, the active weather pattern will continue at least for a little while. So as we do move forward for today, a few showers will be expected. Nothing too ridiculous. We'll hold on to the clouds later on tonight. Maybe some areas of dense fog as well, as the showers do continue to remain possible. As we head towards your Thursday, nothing too ridiculous. Some clouds, a few showers will also be possible. Even some evening development as well as we head towards Thursday night and parts of Friday morning as that area of low pressure continues to move closer. Otherwise, our average high temperature is 60 degrees, though. We'll do the lower 60s today and tomorrow. Upper 50s for your Friday. We're back in the lower 60s for your Saturday. And here we go, more 50s as we head towards Sunday, and even middle 50s Monday and also into your Tuesday. Fall foliage, not much of a change recently from when we last talked about this, so many of us remain in the orange shade here from 50 to 75% coverage from Millinocket to Bangor to even Greenville. Caribou is at peak. We should have a new update coming out very soon, and I'm sure the leaves will continue to progress. So as for today, lower 60s, mostly cloudy, some showers out there. Now south wind getting up to around 5 miles per hour. Overnight tonight, middle 40s, mostly cloudy, a few showers on the way again, with the wind overall looking nice and calm. As we move ahead towards tomorrow, lower 60s, mostly cloudy, a few showers possible, as south wind getting up to around 5 to 10 miles per hour. Alrighty, here's looking at your extended forecast brought to you by Comfort Shoes. A small chance for showers on Friday, otherwise partly cloudy with highs in the upper 50s. We'll be in the lower 60s for your Saturday with a partly cloudy sky, and a slight chance for a few showers on Sunday, otherwise mostly cloudy with highs in the upper 50s.
Roto-Rooter has served the greater Bangor area and beyond for 35 years, offering plumbing, hydrojetting, snaking, descaling, video inspection, and grease interceptor cleaning services. For all your residential and commercial clogs, call Roto-Rooter today, 990-1234.
And away go troubles down the drain. Roto-Rooter.
Looking for a convenient place to get that big fitness energy? It's Planet Fitness.
You know it.
Now through October 13th, you can join for just $1 down, $10 a month. We've got over 2,400 locations with most open 24 hours. Join now to enjoy free fitness training and equipment for every workout. Whether you're new to a gym or a fitness pro, the judgment-free zone is the place for you. Join Planet Fitness today for $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment. Cancel anytime. Deal ends October 13th. Oh yeah, that's the energy.
It's your journey. Own every mile in the Hyundai Tucson with America's best warranty.
Lease an all-wheel drive Tucson for $269 a month, or get 2.99% APR, or up to $1,500 bonus cash. See your Bangor Hyundai dealer.
This or that, this or that. You can do this when you Angie that. You can do this when you Angie that. You can do this because everywhere it's at.
Connect with skilled professionals to get all your home projects done well. Get started today at Angie.com.
25 words or less.
Cereal bowl.
Killer.
Full of frightful fun.
I love Lisa's response to cereal. Killer.
Do not have breakfast with Lisa.
5 days a week.
Weekdays at 9 on Fox 22.
It's a race against the clock for House Republicans who are working to secure a new House Speaker as the war between Israel and Hamas ramps up.
Fox News correspondent Rebecca Castor has the latest from Washington.
In a closed-door meeting Tuesday night, Republicans discussed their pick to succeed ousted House Speaker Kevin McCarthy.
Last week, 97% of us in the Republican conference supported Kevin McCarthy. I'm sure there's still people in there that do. We shouldn't even be in this situation.
The race to replace triggered by a motion to vacate brought on by Florida Congressman Matt Gaetz. Ultimately, 8 Republicans voted with Democrats to remove McCarthy. Now, Congressmen Jim Jordan and Steve Scalise are the 2 Republicans vying for the job.
We need to get Congress back to work. Speaker Scalise, on day 1, we will, number 1, be passing a resolution to express our strong support for Israel.
I think Jim Jordan is the one that can bring everyone together. He's got the relationships across the political spectrum to do that.
The conference says it won't bring a vote to the House floor until enough members are united on a nominee.
Mr. McCarthy, do you think that folks should put your name forward as a candidate?
And after days of speculation over if McCarthy would jump back into the ring, the former speaker insists he's not.
There's 2 people running in there. I'm not one of them.
But the pressure is on for Republicans to come together on a candidate quickly, so the House is back in order as the war between Israel and Hamas intensifies.
They shouldn't come out of there until they decide that they have enough votes for whoever they bring to the floor can become Speaker.
Republicans plan to hold another closed-door vote for Speaker Wednesday morning. If there's enough consensus on a candidate, we could see them vote on the House floor and have a new Speaker by Thursday. In Washington, Rebecca Castor, Fox News.
Turning now to the latest on Israel's war against Hamas militants. Israel's bombardment on Gaza continued overnight, striking hundreds of targets. The death toll now growing to more than 2,000 on both sides, including at least 14 Americans.
President Biden is condemning the Hamas terror attack on Israel as an act of sheer evil. ABC's Justin Finch has more from Capitol Hill.
This morning, the Israeli Defense Forces air assault on Gaza pressing ahead. The IDF striking hundreds of sites across the Hamas-led territory from above. An IDF spokesman on why their targets appear to look like Gaza civilian sites.
If it's above ground, they locate themselves in civilian buildings. And Hamas, being the cowards that they are,
the IDF also mobilizing more than 360,000 reservists, potentially preparing for a ground invasion. With destruction all around, many families in Gaza forced to shelter in place.
There's no electricity, there's no food supply, there's no water, there's no internet connection.
In Gaza and Israel, heartbreak as the number of dead rises. ABC's Matt Gutman in an Israeli village near Gaza.
This is the town of Kfar Aza. There are military jeeps, tanks everywhere. We understand that there were dozens and dozens of people killed here. There may still be bodies out in this town right now.
Days after Hamas militants carried out a deadly surprise attack on Israel, the scope of loss still not fully known. Families in the region and around the world on edge as Hamas claims to hold 150 civilians captive. President Biden confirming Americans are among those hostages and assuring U.S. support for Israel's fight.
We will make sure the Jewish and democratic state of Israel can defend itself today, tomorrow, as we always have.
Here in Washington, House members say there is bipartisan support for sending emergency assistance to Israel, but nothing can go up for vote without a House Speaker. That vote could come down today. Justin Finch, ABC News, Capitol Hill.
Congressman George Santos is facing more troubles. The New York Republican was hit Tuesday with new allegations of federal fraud as a new superseding indictment from the DOJ lays out 23 charges against him. The feds accusing Santos with faking a $500,000 loan and also filing false campaign reports showing that loan and other fake contributions. Prosecutors also claim he charged tens of thousands of dollars to his own donors' credit cards. Santos was already indicted in May on 13 separate federal charges. He is due back in court on October 27th. Still unclear how that will affect his job there in Washington.
It's a circus.
Yeah.
Okay, coming up on the second half of the newscast, someone in Howland is $2 million richer after getting 5 of the numbers on a power play ticket.
We'll have that story and more as Good Morning Maine continues.
At your Toyota all-wheel drive headquarters, we see the world differently.
You might see a sunny road, but we see the treacherous road it could become in winter. So to prepare you, we're holding the Toyota all-wheel drive savings event with thousands of Toyotas to choose from. Get your best deal on a tough Toyota Tundra, designed, engineered, and built in the USA. Plus, get no-cost maintenance and more. The event ends October 31st, so see your New England Toyota dealer, your all-wheel drive headquarters. Toyota, let's go places.
Honey, where's the countertop?
I sent it out to the granite shop this morning to be replaced.
Wow.
The quickest turnaround in the business, the Granite Shop in Sedgwick.
You're watching Fox 22, Bangor.
Welcome back, everyone. Today is Wednesday, October 11th, 2023.
And today is National Coming Out Day. This is a day intended to support the LGBTQ+ community. And for many folks in the community, it's a day to celebrate and honor the day they came out, and to raise awareness for the folks who don't feel safe and supported enough to come out. It's a reminder that people who are open about their gender and sexuality are often targeted with hate and violence, and that can be the cost of coming out. But so many people wager that it is worth it because they want to express who they truly are.
Can't really live their real lives until
if I had to hide certain parts of myself, I would feel depressed. It would be hard. So I like to support people in any way that I can in those regards.
Yeah, that's what this day is all about.
Yep.
All right, on this day in history, back in 1887, Alexander Miles patented the first automatic opening and closing elevator. In 1975, the first episode of Saturday Night Live appeared on television. In 1994, NASA astronaut Kathy Sullivan became the first American woman to walk in space. And in 1991, Anita Hill testified before a Senate committee that Supreme Court nominee Clarence Thomas had sexually harassed her. Thomas denounced the proceedings as a high-tech lynching, and he, of course, was confirmed to the nation's highest court.
Oh, that one bothers me. In 2000, America Online became the richest and most successful internet companies with nearly 30 million subscribers. And this still exists as Yahoo.
Yeah, they're like a bigger company now. One of their brands is like Yahoo.
Right.
They've absorbed them. And, But yeah.
That makes sense. I have a Yahoo email, and it's like, that's one of those emails that you're constantly worried about because they get hacked a lot.
Right. Yeah.
So I don't know. It's kind of gone downhill since, 10 years ago for them.
Back in the day.
Right.
Yeah.
In 2002, former President Jimmy Carter won the Nobel Peace Prize for his efforts at ending the Middle East conflict between Israel and Egypt.
Maybe we ought to call Jimmy Carter again and see if he can help this time.
I guess so. Yeah.
Crazy.
I know. He's an old man. What is he, 98?
I think he just turned 99.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So, and his health isn't that great.
I know.
But he's still hanging
He's
around.
hanging on.
Yeah.
All right, today's birthdays include rocker Daryl Hall, who's 77, rapper Cardi B is 31, and actress Jane Krakowski is 55.
She is so funny.
I know, I love her. I think she's kind of typecast oftentimes, but I love the type. It's hilarious.
Yeah, well, she was 30 Rock, right? Was her big thing.
Yeah. I think she does this thing oftentimes, and Dolly Parton kind of voiced this as well, is she plays into the dumb blonde thing, and it's like satirical and ironic, and it's hilarious. And I love her for it.
I like that too.
Yep.
All right, as far as the weather is concerned, looks like a cloudy day ahead. Maybe some sprinkles here and there.
Some sprinkles.
Sprinkles. It could be rain.
Yeah.
I don't know. What's the difference between rain and sprinkles?
Yeah, I don't know. Here's Devin Biggs.
It's going to be wet.
Yeah.
Alrighty, thank you very much. Happy Wednesday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Comfort Shoes. Need the proper fit or experiencing foot pain? Visit us across from Irving and Newport. Alrighty, let's get into things this morning. Some areas of dense fog developing in a few spots this morning. Just north of Washington County, there's a little bit going on there. Near parts of Rockland, there's some fog developing as well. So if you encounter some fog this morning, don't be surprised. It will be dissipating as the morning progresses on. Radar and satellite looking rather quiet out there. Just a few clouds passing through. Otherwise, a lot of the rain has cleared out for the time being, though, that we saw recently. But we will be watching for chances for more showers on the way later on today and tonight, and also into tomorrow as well. We zoom things out as more waves off toward the west, as showers moving in from the west, going toward the east, getting caught up with this area low pressure now, which has started to move off towards the east very slowly. So it will give us more chances for rain coming up over the next few days. So futurecast moving forward, a few showers possible today. Most of us will stay dry with more showers on the way later on tonight. Perhaps some areas of dense fog yet again. And we'll be watching for more clouds and maybe a few showers again throughout the day for your Thursday. As for the wind, roughly out of the south at around 5 miles per hour or so, maybe getting up to 10 miles per hour in a few spots, but nothing too ridiculous going on with the wind anytime soon. Even Thursday, we're looking pretty good. So your forecast for today, lower 60s, mostly cloudy, some showers out there, and that south wind at around 5 miles per hour. Your hourly forecast for the rest of the morning and afternoon period, increasing clouds, a chance for a few showers, temperatures in the 50s and 60s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up.
Okay, so Devin, last hour had an interview with some folks from ComicCon, so let's check out that interview right now.
Thanks, Emma. Thanks, Greg. I'm here with Jay and Will from Bangor Comic-Con. How are you guys doing today?
Awesome. Yeah, thank you so much for having us this morning.
No problem. It's a pleasure to be here. So can you tell me what we've got coming up new this year?
Yeah, so we are first time for the BCTC itself in the arena at the Cross Insurance Center. Well, not in the center, in the arena at the Cross. We've done the ballroom before. We've got one of our biggest lineups ever. We just added the Lawrence brothers, Joey, Matt, and Andy. This is the first time this has ever happened on the East Coast that all three of them are together. So that's a massive piece. We've got photo ops, panels. We've got a video game tournament through Mario Kart, sponsored through GoNet Speed, with huge prizes for that. Over 100 vendors, just a ton of awesome fun going on this weekend.
Yep. Okay. We got an after party on Friday night over at Seasons. We got a cosplay ball at Mad Cat and Company and Brewer on Saturday night. So plenty of stuff going on. We got a movie screening of the worst wrestling movie ever on Sunday.
Okay, is the title of the movie the worst wrestling movie?
So it's Kill City Cup, but the people that made it know that it's a terrible movie, so they advertise it as the worst wrestling movie ever.
Okay, can you please tell me more? How is it so bad?
It's basically like Mortal Kombat meets pro wrestling, and it's a low-budget film that actually a local guy, Luke Robert, put together and filmed. And so it's free on YouTube to watch, and yeah, they'll be doing a screening and a panel on Sunday.
You sure it's not the best movie ever? It sounds pretty awesome to me.
It's a pretty cool combination there, right?
Yeah. So you said the Lawrence brothers before. I'm going to be honest. It's a little before my time. Can you tell me a little bit more about these guys?
Yeah, well, back in the 90s, they were everywhere. So they were in movies together. Matthew Lawrence is known for like being in Mrs. Doubtfire, Boy Meets World. Joey Lawrence was mostly known as like that teen heartthrob. I had an older sister, so there was teen beat photos all over the walls of him. He's known for Blossom and a few other shows and movies. And Andy is the younger brother, has like been with them through all of that.
Everything, yeah.
He's like a director and a producer now. And
if you ever watched the cartoon Recess, he's the voice of the main character on Recess.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They've done a ton, yeah.
Yeah, and they just started doing they had a TV show called Brotherly Love where all of them were in it, and they just started doing their own podcast with that too. So yeah, they constantly post videos. They seem like super fun guys, so we're excited to meet them.
Okay.
Yeah, if you ever like look up type in like whoa as like a meme, the first thing that's gonna pull up is Joey. He's like, that's his like main catchphrase. Yeah. So anything we post about Joey, everyone's like, whoa.
So we got the Comic-Con this weekend. How much is it to get in?
So each day is different. Saturday ticket is 20. Friday ticket is 20. Saturday is 30. Sunday is 25. We also have a VIP, which is limited to 300. Those are almost sold out, but that's $100. That covers all 3 days. You get in early Saturday, Sunday. You get to skip the line to the celebrity guests. You get into the after parties for free. You get a cool VIP badge and some swag bag items as well. So definitely the way to go.
All right. Well, I'll definitely check it out, and you guys should too. We're going to turn things back over to Emma.
Thanks, Devin. Sorry to surprise you. I had my rundown all messed up. Okay, when we return, we'll hear more about the Eastern Maine Woodturners. We'll be right back.
Maine has the best shipbuilders in the world.
But to compete,
We need reliable and affordable energy.
That's why we're voting no.
No on question 3.
It will cost Mainers billions and increase costs for families and businesses like Bath Iron Works.
Like Bath Iron Works. And the politicians, they're not even required to have an operations plan when they take over. We'd never do our job without a plan.
Please vote no on question 3.
It's a bad idea for Maine.
Exciting news. US Cellular has the amazing new iPhone 15 Pro with a stunning titanium design and the best iPhone camera yet. The thing that I love...
Beautiful. Now let's cue the music. Green screen and action.
US Cellular has the amazing new iPhone.
Come on, man. It's titanium.
US Cellular has the amazing new iPhone.
Cut. Love it.
That felt good.
New and current customers can get the titanium iPhone 15 Pro on us. US Cellular, built for us.
Mesothelioma is more than a ravaging illness. It is a disease that can ruin a family's finances and is never the victim's fault. The law offices of Joe Bornstein has been fighting and winning for Maine families for nearly 50 years, and we've collected over $500 million for injured Mainers. If you or a loved one is a victim of mesothelioma or asbestos-related lung cancer, call Joe today for a free case evaluation and to learn about your family's legal rights. Dial 207-CALL-JOE or online at joebornstein.com.
Looking for your dream home? Contact a Next Homie today and see what's available right now. Sellers, get ready to get looped and get sold. With Next Home Experience, we have your buyers.
Should be electric today.
This is what we do! Live from South Bend, it's Big Noon Kickoff on Fox.
Wood chips are flying at the UTC workshop in Bangor. That's where members of the Eastern Maine Woodturners Association meet each month to sharpen their skills, learn from one another, and encourage younger generations to get involved in woodworking.
Our Jody Hersey takes us there.
Wood turning has been around for ages. It's an activity that still draws a crowd and a skill that people can use to make money, save money, or simply enjoy as a hobby.
Myself, I got into it when I was 12. I'm now 71. I turn bowls to sell. Anybody that knows me, that's all they've ever gotten for presents, is something that I've created. And I can think of nothing more rewarding than that.
Stuart White of Winterport is one of the founding members of the Eastern Maine Woodturners, a local chapter of the American Association of Woodturners. White says he taught all his children to turn and dozens of other students as well.
Instant gratification is what most turners get into, because you can start a project and in a few hours you're done.
During the group's most recent meeting, wood turner Mike Summerer demonstrated how to make a tablespoon made out of walnut.
I'm a retired physician. I, in mid-career, moved from practicing into hospital management, and I wanted to keep doing something with my hands.
Summerer also makes wooden furniture, but says smaller pieces like his spoons and wooden tops take far less time to complete.
We are an aging population that are interested in this. We do need to do more to get the younger generation involved. There's a lot to be said for doing something with your hands that you can then hold and touch and feel. It just makes a big difference.
Those interested in learning more or hoping to join are invited to the Eastern Maine Woodturners Turnaround event happening here at UTC on Saturday, October 28th. In Bangor, I'm Jody Hersey for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
It really is a lot of fun too. I've done a little bit of wood turning myself over the years. It's satisfying to see this piece you're working on kind of take shape.
Yeah.
And then if you give it to somebody, it's like a piece of you can give to them too.
Right.
So.
I like that quote from in there. It's quick turnaround, so it's good for people like me who need a hobby that's kind of instant gratification.
Right. Yeah. And it's dangerous too.
Just tie your hair up before you do it. Yeah. Okay. Still to come here this morning, Ryan. Wait. No sports.
No sports.
My bad.
We have a special guest coming up telling us about the Fall Fest up at the Hundo Wildlife Refuge in Old Town.
Keeping me on track. Thank you.
We'll hear about that when we come back. Don't go away.
Tomorrow morning on Star 97.7, Paul Dupuis has the music and fun. Sonny Shepard brings you Star 97.7 local news. And Steve McKay with the weather. Turn on your radio and get the Star treatment with Star 97.7.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Saving for higher education for my kids is super important to my husband and me because we obviously want to give them opportunities to explore whatever their passion might be. I kind of consider it as a non-negotiable. I have to pay my electric bill, I've got to pay my heat bill, and I'm going to put money aside for my kids' higher education.
To learn more about NextGen 529, its investment objectives, risks, and costs, read the program description at nextgenforme.com. Check if your home state has a 529 plan that offers tax or other benefits.
Tomorrow morning on Star 97.7, Paul Dupuis has the music and fun. Sonny Shepard brings you Star 97.7 local news. And Steve McKay with the weather. Turn on your radio and get the Star treatment with Star 97.7.
Welcome back, everyone. We're glad to have Kenzie Roeder joining us from the Hundo Wildlife Refuge. How you doing? It's been a little while.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. The fall season is finally upon us, and that means they have some fun events planned for the fall, including the Fall Fest that's coming up. Why don't you tell us about it?
Oh yeah, we have a lot going on. So Fall Fest is our biggest event, coming up on the 21st. So it's a community event bringing families together that emphasizes nature, conservation, education, and it's going to have everything. We'll have music, food, games, we're gonna have education stations, we'll have a silent auction, so all of that will benefit Hundo, so we can keep offering fun programs. And I think most excitingly, Old Town Kayak has donated a kayak that we'll be raffling off.
That's fantastic.
Exciting stuff.
Somebody will win that.
Exactly.
That's kind of what Hurundo's all about. You want to get people out into nature, people of all ages, but children, adults, whoever, to learn about our wonderful outdoors.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's the whole point. It's kind of a hidden gem in Old Town, and we want people to appreciate the beauty of the area. And we offer so many educational programs. Our hope is to kind of turn everyone into a bit of a naturalist.
Yeah, and if you haven't been there before, it's what, 20 minutes, 25 minutes north of here, and you head up there, and before you know it, you're out there in the middle of God's earth. It's just so beautiful up there.
Yep.
So a little more details on the Fall Fest. If people want to do this, you want them to register ahead of time.
Yes, please. So we're asking folks to register. You can find information on our website, hurundomaine.org, also on Facebook. And we're encouraging carpooling. So the cost to attend is $15, but that covers a single car up to 7 people.
Oh, not bad at all.
Yeah, we're hoping to get the whole family out.
All right, so put that on your calendars, coming up on the 21st for the Fall Fest.
Correct.
But you have other things going on up there this time of year too. You have paddles, and it's a beautiful time of year to go up there and enjoy the foliage.
Absolutely, yeah. We are taking full advantage of how gorgeous it is outside. Nice break from the mosquitoes. So we have tons of paddles we offer. We have spooky paddles coming up for spooky season. We have 2 of those. One is kid-friendly. We've also got this Friday coming up a paint and snack that's family friendly. We're doing with Maine Discovery Museum. It's got a space theme, so we'll also have an astronomer help us look at the stars.
Neat.
We've got a bio blitz coming up this weekend where people can be citizen scientists on their own time, and we've got lots more going on.
Oh, so really, just check out the Facebook page, the website for all these events. And
exactly.
If you're looking for something to do with the kids, something where they might learn something and develop an appreciation for nature, perfect place to do it right there.
Yeah, come see us.
All right. Well, Kenzie, thank you for joining us once again.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
And we'll keep you updated on future events at Hundo as well. We're going to take a break now, and we'll wrap things up right after this.
Alrighty, thank you very much. Happy Wednesday. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Comfort Shoes. Need the proper fit or experiencing foot pain? Visit us across from Irving and Newport. Already some areas of dense fog developing after this morning. It's going to hit and miss in some spots, so we can see where you have a little bit of some white showing up here, and also near parts of the Rockland area as well. Some areas of dense fog reducing a little bit of visibility this morning. We'll wait for things to improve as we do move forward, though, so we'll be okay. Just keep an eye on that this morning as you do travel. The radar and satellite's not too bad either. We have some clouds developing out there, maybe a few showers outside of the country. We will have chances for a few showers today, courtesy of that same area of low pressure we've been watching over the past few days, and here it is right about in here. It's going to be slowly tracking off towards the east now, and this will give us chances for showers over the next few days. Yet again, nothing too ridiculous. So we'll be dry hours as well, but we'll be watching for this as we do move forward, along with more active weather too across some parts of the country. So that, again, the active weather pattern will continue at least for a little while. So as we do move forward for today, a few showers will be expected, nothing too ridiculous. We'll hold on to the clouds later on tonight, maybe some areas of dense fog as well, as the showers do continue to remain possible. As we head towards your Thursday, nothing too ridiculous. Some clouds, a few showers will also be possible. Even some evening development as well as we head towards Thursday night and a parts of Friday morning as that area low pressure continues to move closer. Otherwise, our average high temperature is 60 degrees, though. We'll do the lower 60s today and tomorrow. Upper 50s for your Friday. We're back in the lower 60s for your Saturday. And here we go, more 50s as we head towards Sunday, and even middle 50s Monday and also into your Tuesday. Fall foliage, not much of a change recently from when we last talked about this, so many of us remain in the orange shade here from 50 to 75% coverage from Millinocket to Bangor to even Greenville. Caribou is at peak. We should have a new update coming out very soon, and I'm sure the leaves will continue to progress. So as for today, lower 60s, mostly cloudy, some showers out there. Now south wind getting up to around 5 miles per hour. Overnight tonight, middle 40s, mostly cloudy, a few showers on the way again, with the wind overall looking nice and calm. As we move ahead towards tomorrow, lower 60s, mostly cloudy, a few showers possible. Now south wind getting up to around 5 to 10 miles per hour. Alrighty, here's looking at your extended forecast brought to you by Comfort Shoes. A small chance for showers on Friday, otherwise partly cloudy with highs in the upper 50s. We'll be in the lower 60s for you Saturday with a partly cloudy sky. And a slight chance for a few showers on Sunday, otherwise mostly cloudy with highs in the upper 50s.
Does your dream kitchen look like this? Or this? Or maybe you need a little more inspiration. Get it when you explore the complete in-store showroom displays at Hammond Lumber Company. When you find the look you like, the Hammond team will help you customize it, including accurate 3D renderings, so you can visualize your project before the work begins. Hammond offers delivery from any of the locations across Maine and New Hampshire and professional service after the sale. Your dream kitchen begins when you bring your vision to Hammond Lumber Company.
At your Toyota all-wheel drive headquarters, we see the world differently. You might see a sunny road, but we see the treacherous road it could become in winter. So to prepare you, we're holding the Toyota all-wheel drive savings event. You could save up to $3,700 with 1.99 financing on an all-electric BZ4X. Plus, get $2,500 financing cash for total savings of up to $6,200. So see your New England Toyota dealer, your all-wheel drive headquarters. Toyota, let's go places.
Silver Fox Automotive is a family-owned and operated company with more than 30 years of experience. We are originally from the county and offer competitive prices and promise you will be completely satisfied with our work. We offer a stress-free experience to both our new and returning customers. We only use parts from reputable brands to ensure your vehicle is safe to drive. Here at Silver Fox, there will always be a friendly face to greet you. Come see us at 2004 Audlin Road in Herman.
Only one question leads to life-changing money.
Is it real or is it snake oil?
The game is simple. 2 outrageous products. Just pick the real from the fake.
Would you buy one of those?
Yeah, but I'm a weirdo.
Celebrity sleuths help expose who's lying.
You a cop. You can detect snake oil.
How much would you risk?
They get excited. They like to spend your money.
Go big or go home.
The con is on.
Let's play snake oil.
All new Wednesdays on Fox and watch anytime on Hulu.
Climate change could leave a bitter taste in beer lovers' mouths. A study published in Nature Communications says warmer and drier weather could affect beer supply and its taste. The study predicts hops harvests could drop by as much as 18% in Europe by 2050, so I guess not bitter then. It's going to be less bitter. The remaining hops could also lack the materials needed to give some beer products their specific taste. The study found hops harvests have declined by 19% since 1995, and earlier ripening has also led to higher acidity in beer. I say, stop making so many IPAs.
I like IPAs.
I know, but they're taking all the hops.
I know, they're taking hops. So that'll get people's attention with climate change, though. If there's a beer shortage because of all this, then like, wait, what a second, wait, you know?
So that's what I thought, too.
We'll see what happens. All right, finally, caught on video. A black bear takes a stroll inside a boat. A man who works for Towboat U.S. Naples in Marco Island down in Florida say he had just finished towing a barge and was on his way back when he captured video of this bear walking on the front side of this boat. It happened at the Sailing and Yacht Club in Naples. The man says he eventually called the proper authorities to help keep the bear and people safe. He just likes to hang out on the boat. It's a good day for it.
Yeah. Bears are known for being really, you know.
They can get into trouble from time to time.
Yeah. So. They hang out. They chill.
Yeah.
They find a good chair and they take a seat.
Have a great day, everyone.